Good morning, everyone. You know how Sean Bean dies in every movie? Like Lord of the Rings, he's getting shot with those arrows, Game of Thrones, he dies early on, etc. When Sean Bean actually dies, there are gonna be people at his funeral being like, he always does this. Welcome to M3 is 3D. I shoot a short film every day to give the authentic slice of life of a 3D printing entrepreneur. We've been in business for 6 years, and this is how it all works. We're gonna take the official photos a bit later, but yes, today we are giving away Cop Dog. He is the top dog as a cop dog. Here's an idea. Stay tuned for later, and I will tell you how you can receive Cop Dog free. I even pay the shipping. That's the cheapest patrol he's ever gonna go on. The YouTube videos are easy. Like that thing I said, just it didn't even make any sense, and nobody's gonna question it. Yeah, I forgot to turn on Chuck Norris. That is not a statement you hear every day. We're about to do the morning roundup, but I can't wait any longer. Blanket Boy should be done. We decided to go with blue, because that's a pretty normal blanket color. It's tough because blankets come in every color. I'll probably let customers customize that, but I mean, that turned out pretty good, right? Tell me if you're pleased with my creation. It's a chihuahua on a blanket. You're arguing with someone on the internet. Realize this is the other person. Sometimes I imagine things like, what would my 12-year-old self think about what I'm doing now? And if it could see me making this, what would I even think about myself? But anyway, I think I'm gonna make the blanket color customizable or something. Maybe we could do the same with the color of the Chihuahua. I just think it'd be hilarious if this was a really big item. Also, yeah, notice the feet. It's a little hard to see, but the feet are Chihuahua color. All right, it's the morning roundup time. Got a couple of skulls here. Obviously T-Rex skull. And this is a Gator. Made a whole bunch of playing card holders, like I said before, and these are Octo Tentacles. Tentacles, brother of Hercules. This is a bit of a rare one here. This is a goldfish. And yes, it's gonna be kind of that orange color that goldfish are. And wouldn't you know, another David. A little bit of a change of pace. We got a Socrates. Always wanted this guy to be a bigger one. We've got a D20, and we've got an Einstein trash can. That's always a fun one. All the printers are reset. We'll show you what we're printing real quick. This is an alien wastebasket. It's not super easy to tell from the footprint there. This is a pretty big kangaroo dish. Probably gonna be about that big. It's gonna be a Statue of Liberty. I just set it printing, so it's not doing anything yet. I think this has kind of become the making small fiddly things printer. So I think we've got a couple of violin hangers to make on this. That's probably what we're gonna do, but we don't have to do it right yet. This guy is still rocking on that, that alligator skull. I kind of wasn't gonna say anything, but today is my birthday, and I acknowledge that so that I have an excuse to go to Brendan's barbecue. It's been an unhealthy couple of days, but yeah, one of the other exceptions, obviously, to the 1st and 15th eating out rule, I get to eat out on my birthday. Longtime viewers will remember that I'm right down the street from the best barbecue I've ever tasted in my life. Like, we don't talk about it very much because I'm trying to psychologically manipulate myself to not remember it's there. I've had barbecue from a lot of places. I've moved 50 times. I've had very good Carolina barbecue. I've been to different places in Texas. There's some good barbecue out there, no doubt. But I'm 1 block away from the best barbecue I've ever had in my life. It's very hard not to eat there. And so that's what we're about to do right meow. It's a teeny bit chilly. It's actually much, much nicer out today. And we are segwaying. Yeah, getting back into segwaying. Segwaying back into segwaying. Man, this is about to be so good. You guys have no idea. If you ever visit Nacogdoches, you have to go to one place. And that place is Brendan's Barbecue. Oh yeah. You can smell the smoke from here. Back at the shop. That was a good idea. I guess I should explain those things that were on the side were jalapenos stuffed with boudin. If you don't know what boudin is, it's kind of a Louisiana thing. We're in East Texas, so they get a little of that Cajun food, and that was wrapped in bacon. They were as good as you think they are. But yeah, this weekend is gonna be about painting, because we made a bunch of stuff, and it's time to get these heads rolling. Here's a little side project. I've been trying to develop a system for mounting the VHS tapes on the wall. As you can see, I started with just one as proof of concept. And then I knew that if I could get the one to sort of fit right, you know, which it does, it's in there firmly enough that it's not going anywhere, but loosely enough that it's not gonna scratch the paper or anything. I knew if I could get one to have the right fit, then I can just make a cluster of them. And that is what I did. Here it is. This is going to be printed on one of my large printers. Whole bunch right here. And my VHS collection is probably like 2 of these, but we're just gonna start off with one. I'll probably make it a product, and we'll make it an STL that people can download. I might make a smaller version that's like only that can be printed on printers with smaller beds. But yeah, I think it'll be nice and sharp. I mean, there's probably a lot of wall-mounted VHS tape things, if I had to guess, but there might not be any that put them at an angle. With a whole bunch of these, you know, kind of in an array, might look pretty cool. So yeah, I'm kind of stoked about this. If nothing else, just to have it. Alpaca ching. Doxy. Doxy later. Oh. A good old Einstein desk organizer right here. Small T-Rex skull. Winston Churchill. Nosferatu. Another small T-Rex skull. A bunch of moais. We're just gonna do them in one big old batch. Octo. A. David. We're gonna paint these guys, then we're gonna take some pictures of the dog cop. Finally. We're finally getting around to it. So we've got some moais just chilling. I don't know why this screen is here. This is gonna be bronze. Everyone likes Winston Churchill in bronze. Got a gold hippo about to be. These guys are black and white. All these guys are black and white. These are going white. This is shark colors. This has kind of become like the shark corner over here. And actually little Einstein here, no relation, is going to be purple. Well, that took a minute. Let's show you what we got here. So we've got the moais, moaiing, these metallics. First we got the skulls, always a classic. Dachshund may put a second coat on that. Black and whites, and then just white. And then of course, these shark go. Oh yeah, purple Einstein. Well, with all that painted, it's time to take pictures of the top dog, Cop Dog. Well, that's a day. Time to close up the old shop. Ugh. Well, I guess this was my birthday. But for my birthday, I'm not getting gifts. I'm gonna give you guys a gift. Just message me on Etsy, first link in the description, and I will give somebody this gorgeous boy. Just because I left today empty-handed doesn't mean you have to. Message me on Etsy and somebody will get Cop Dog, the ultimate gift, the gift of law and order. Yeah, let's put him with his buddies. There we go. Let's see, what am I grateful for today? Honestly, Brendan's Barbecue, even though it's pretty much right down the street, it's always a classic. Honestly, I think the thing that I'm feeling the most grateful for are the, I can't even remember if I talked about this in this episode. And this is how tired I get at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure I talked about a wall-mounted VHS holder. When I'm editing this, I guess I'll know. But I am printing it right now. It's only got the first layer, so there's really nothing to show. But I'm really grateful for that. It's gonna turn my VHSs almost into an artistic statement. Yeah, it's kind of basic to say, but it's sort of weirdly comforting that anytime I need something like that, I can just design it and make it. Like anything that's plastic, basically, I can have. And it is kind of a good feeling. We're about to get to comments and questions, but I was watching, I don't know why, I watched a bunch of videos on living in Alaska because I was just wondering what that was like. I was thinking about like extreme things to be doing with your life. And I was thinking if I lived in Alaska, I would definitely have at least one 3D printer because there's this place called Barrow, Alaska, which changed the name to like Alaquick or Alonquick or Alawikic or something like that. I can't pronounce that. Anyway, it's the northernmost city in America. And it's very cold and there's hardly anything there. There's only one road that like goes there and it's super long and it's just absolutely treacherous. It's one of the hardest, it is probably the hardest place in America to live. So yeah, if I lived in a place like that, there's just no way I wouldn't have a 3D printer because it's like, how else are you gonna get anything that's like a holder, a mount, all kinds of things, obviously. Yep, I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm in a pretty good place in life, despite whatever difficulties I might be experiencing at times. Been in a lot of worse places, and as I am almost at the midpoint of my life, that's not a bad feeling. All right, let's start with some Discord questions/comments. One general theme, people were very, very excited to see Space Brain, aka Robot Josh, and his setup in the last episode. If you didn't catch it, you can go watch it. It's fine. We feature businesses on this channel, and businesses from the Gratitude Gang, our little club, our little treehouse. And we got to see a really great one in the last episode. Also, if you have a business, please let me feature you. We want to introduce you to everybody. But anyway, all that's to say, on Discord, a lot of people were really, really into that. Let me see here. I'm trying to find some comments that aren't exactly related to that. Glad your flat tire experience was relatively painless. That tire looks dry rotted as hell, kind of. That was from Baby Wolf Teeth. I actually think that was a pretty new tire. It was just really beat up. Some of those country roads and stuff, they're always doing construction or widening or adding something, and I think I just hit a nail. Dash Render, always writing some fire comments. Join the Discord if you want to see them. By the way, just message me on Facebook. Facebook link on the main YouTube page. Hey champs, I just wanted to say that today's episode was one of my favorites. Thrifting was fantastic. The VHS rant had me laughing. Good. There's two of us now. And Space Brain's setup was inspiring. Yes, it was. I'm working on getting partners 4 and 5 dialed in. Sorry, printers 4 and 5. That makes a lot more sense. Dialed in to print reliably. And basically, he's starting an online shop. One thing I will say, and this is a true thing in the Discord, I've actually inspired several people to get into 3D printing, which is really kind of not something I had on my bingo card when I started this 5 months ago. But yeah, comment below if you feel like doing more 3D printing stuff because of this series. Yeah, basically all the other comments were really ranting and raving about Space Brain, and he deserves it. So let's move to YouTube. Theo3000, responding to the last episode on YouTube, offers a critique, sort of. He says, doesn't your revelation about the absence of obscure dog breeds on Etsy focus on the supply and neglect the demand aspect of supply and demand? Yeah, it's a very good thing to point out. When you're using keyword tools, you need to look at both of those things. You don't want to just focus on one or the other. However, there's an economic law called Say's Law, and I'm not sure that I'm going to summarize this perfectly. Say's Law is an eponymous law that states supply creates its own demand. And what that means is, like when Henry Ford made the first really affordable automobile in America, at least, he said if he had asked his customers what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. There is a degree to which people don't know what they want until they see it. If it's a new thing, if it's a whole new thing. And some of what I do is, to certain audiences especially, very unique. Like, there's a lot of people that don't even know what 3D printing is. Like, I know that's a mind blower for some of us, but when you start getting into niches like dogs, I mean, sometimes it's like pretty old people that they're just looking for like dog ornaments, or they're looking for dog decor for their house, and like they don't even know what this kind of thing is. So there still are people that you can get in front of that this whole thing is just brand new to. So something like that kind of is Say's Law. It's the idea that, like, they don't know that they want a dog cop, but when they see one, they're like, oh, I want a dog cop. But his critique is very, it's very important to think about. Like, it's so easy to make products for nobody. Like nobody wants it. We've all been there. And even if you're pretty good at making products, a lot of your stuff will be wanted by nobody. So it's something you got to think about. There was tons of love for the feature on YouTube as well. Art Fedderson says, grateful this morning for the law. Laugh out loud. I got look, we don't have to talk about it. I try to be good at banter. I really do. That's enough about me. Tell me what you're grateful for. Tell me in the comments what little moments of joy you're experiencing. What kind of coffee do you drink? Do you drink it black, cream? Are you an espresso guy? Are you one of those people that puts an X in the word espresso? It's espresso. Tell me in the comments. We like to hear it. This is a very positive, uplifting, edifying place. One of the only comment section on YouTube that's positive. I'll probably give you a heart. I'll probably give you an upvote. Other people might upvote you. You might consider doing that yourself. I really appreciate every single one of you. It means the world that you would click on my thumbnail. It's a small thing, but it means a lot to me, and I do mean it. So I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.
Well, now let me see. You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny. Am I sorry for what I did?
Well, are you?
There's not a day goes by I don't feel regret. I want to talk to him. I want to try to talk some sense to him. That kid's long gone, and this old man is all that's left. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give